Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about being overslaved and underpaid. Overslaved is different than being overworked. Overworked and underpaid is when you are overworked and you're underpaid, but you're still making enough money to take care of yourself. Overslaved and underpaid is when you are overslaved and underpaid and you're not making enough money to take care of yourself. That's overslaved. And a lot of people are experiencing this exact phenomenon in the new modern slave economy that we're living in. The wage slave. A lot of people cannot pay their rent. They can't take care of themselves. They could if they was raised properly instead of in a over-consumer society. See, and that's what the problem is with when you're overslaved. You probably also overconsume, so it make your slavery so much worse. But the thing about it is, you have to realize when you're being overslaved and get out of there. So you can't blame your employer for you voluntarily working in a free country. And when I say voluntarily, I don't mean not being paid. I mean you're not being forced to work there. You can leave whenever you get ready. So it makes no sense to stress yourself out, to run up your blood pressure, and to lose your temper, and have road rage, trying to get to a job that you hate. Think about that, guys. You're stressed out. You're under pressure. You're eating bad. You're living bad. You're thinking bad. You have road rage tendencies. You're drinking a ton of coffee. You're doing all this to go to a job that you hate, that can't support the lifestyle that you're used to. So guys, you only have one option: leave. You're working in a toxic environment. People, the job, customers, whoever, they are expecting more than what you're capable of providing. And it's still not enough. If you do anything wrong, you are easily replaceable. Guys, these employers, they have about 10,000 spare tires, and you're just another tire. And when you wear down, they're gonna just replace you. Guys, let me say it again. These employers have about 10,000 spare tires. They're just waiting. And when you wear down, you don't even have to be worn out that much. But when you wear down and you start complaining and taking time off, and they're gonna get rid of you. They don't need you. They don't care nothing about you. You know, you got to remember that you're on a plantation, and since you volunteer to be on that plantation, it's very easy to get rid of you. Now, there's no empathy in this relationship. This is a one-way street, guys. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. And it's either their way or no way. You're not in the union, you don't have a contract. Most of you guys. Some guys do. But most people, they're not in the union and they don't have a contract. So you have to do what you have to do, guys. If you got to get out of there, get out of there. Go find a job that will celebrate you, not just tolerate you. Okay, guys? And I brought this up speaking about Home Depot, because Home Depot recently fired an employee for not stopping a thief. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, let's read about it. It says Home Depot employee in her 70s fired for failing to stop $5,000 in fraudulent transactions. She had to file a lawsuit. Okay, let's read, guys. San Ramon, California, a 72-year-old former Bay Area Home Depot employee is suing the retailer for age discrimination and wrongful termination after she was fired for failing to stop $5,000 worth of fraudulent transactions. The incident happened at the San Ramon Home Depot 3 months after a loss prevention officer was shot and killed at a Pleasanton Home Depot while trying to stop a theft attempt. See? Now, the loss prevention guy He tried to stop somebody from stealing, and they killed him. Guys, it's not worth it. It's not worth your life to try to save anything in that store from somebody taking it. It's not worth your life. But see, that's what happens when you are overslaved. You forget your place. You forget that you're on a plantation. You forget you're a slave. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to stop another desperate slave from stealing from the plantation. That makes no sense. See? But that's what happens when you are overslaved. You lose. You forget what you are. Okay, guys, let's continue. Carlene Agvito was fired from Home Depot last July for creating a security or loss prevention risk, according to her termination letter. She said she felt scared and intimidated by the person at her register, who was paying with a suspicious card. "You're phenomenal in every way. We are grateful to have you," said Agvito. During her 7 years working as a cashier at the San Ramon Home Depot, Carlene says she won multiple awards for exceptional service, including Cashier of the Year in 2021. Guys, that means absolutely nothing to them. Those little awards and rewards, all that nonsense, those are just tokens to keep you in a slave mindset. That's all it is, guys. Let's continue. "I love working there," said Agvito. See, that she loved being on the plantation. She loved working. She loved being a slave. Those are the kind of people that they want, and those kind of people that they don't care about. See. But last July, Home Depot fired Agvito after she rung up 4 fraudulent transactions, resulting in more than $5,000 loss for Home Depot. Okay, guys, let's get into it, guys. Now, you're going to have some judgment calls on this one. I know I did when I was reading it, and I think that she did have a little responsibility, and you know, in the way she did this. I think as a grown woman at 70 years old, she lived her whole life. I think she should have enough, you know, common sense and enough strength, enough willpower to make a decision better than what she made. Let's continue. So I was so upset. I just wanted to get out of there. I had never been fired before. Yeah, this is a different economy, guys. You don't have any value. You really never did, but you really don't have any now. So she had never been fired in 50 years. But now she see that this economy don't care anything about you. Let's continue. Agvito says she was working alone in the garden center when a man approached her cash register with a card that had written instructions on the back to process the transaction as cash. She rung up a purchase for a little more than $1,300. "I just got a funny feeling about it, and the card was suspicious, and it was very suspicious. But I went ahead and ran it," said Agvito. And here we are. They had this lady. She got a lawsuit that she filed. Okay, it's about age discrimination, but age don't have anything to do with this. Because if she would have been 35, they still would have fired her. Okay, guys. So if you given an interview and you publish this interview saying it was very suspicious, and they showed it to the judge like, if it was very suspicious, why did you continue on with the process? She had the freedom to walk away. That's what I'm saying, guys. On these jobs, you got the freedom to walk away. You don't have to do anything that you feel is unsafe or you feel threatened. And she said she felt threatened. Let's continue. Approximately 30 minutes later, she said the customer returned because he knew he had a duck. He knew he had a lame duck that he could manipulate. Let's continue. "And then I knew for sure he was targeting me because I was alone." See, she knew for sure that she was being targeted, and she continued. Agvito says she tried to call her supervisor, the head cashier, but no one answered. He was demanding he wanted the transaction done fast as possible, said Agvito. "He got upset when I made the phone call to my manager. See, I was scared," she continued. I mean, come on, man. Nobody's forcing you to stand there. It's crazy. According to her termination letter, Agvito ran 3 additional separate transactions as cash, this time for more than $4,000. That, to me, that's suspicious. To me, her actions was just as suspicious as his actions. Why would you run 4 separate transactions for more than $4,000 for cash? No, it makes no sense. She said she kept duplicate copies of the receipt, then she took it to her manager. 4 days later, I got fired. Yeah, I think she deserved to get fired. I don't think it had anything to do with her age. I think it had more to do with her not using common sense. Let's continue. The incident happened there months after Pleasanton Home Depot loss prevention officer Blake Mose was shot and killed while trying to stop a theft attempt, a story Acvito was familiar with. Here he is right here. Here's the guy right here. He got killed trying to stop somebody from stealing some damn hammers and some nails. I mean, come on, guys. Don't do nothing like that. It's stupid. I don't care what your job is. Do not do that. They're not paying you enough to put your life in danger. No. It was devastating. I mean, it was sad, said Acvito. Acvito said as an employee, she received annual computer-based training by Home Depot on what to do in the event of a shoplifting or active shooter. I was instructed not to do a thing. Do not approach, do not touch, do not try to dissuade, to interfere, just let them go. They talking about stealing. They talking about somebody walking out the door. He wasn't stealing. He was committing credit card fraud. She was doing everything she could. She asked for backup. She's making copies of the receipt. You know she can't risk her life for merchandise, and employees are explicitly taught not to risk their life for merchandise, said Chambard Ben Hayes, Acvito's attorney. Okay. She still can walk away from the register if she really needed to. You know, I guarantee you, if that customer would have been of a different nationality, she would have walked away. I guarantee you that. Ben Hayes also questioned the timing of her termination. According to the lawsuit, 6 months prior, Acvito learned a teenage new hire at the store had a starting salary of $21 an hour. Acvito, who was 70 at the time and had been working at Home Depot for 7 years, she was only making $20 an hour. She complained, and the following month received a $2 raise. They gave her $2 more. So then everything's good. $2, guys. See, that's what I'm saying when you had that slavery mindset. Even as an older person, you know, you got to give an older person a little bit of grace because they've already worked 50 years. But I'm just saying, like $2 is not going to like save you. It's not going to like change your life financially. All right, guys, let's continue. They really just wanted an excuse to terminate her, said Ben Hayes. That's the attorney. The moment she complained, she was terminated within a few months. Hey, guys, so you saying that if she would not have made $5,000 worth of fraudulent transactions, she still would have been terminated? That's what they're saying, which I don't agree with. I think she would have kept her job because $2 more an hour is not going to do anything to Home Depot's bottom line. Nothing. By email, Home Depot spokesperson told the I-Team, I can't discuss ongoing litigation. I lost so much. I lost my health care. My health declined as a result of that. I had difficulty finding work, and paying my rent was put into question, said Acvito. Acvito said it took a while, but she was able to find new part-time work. It was devastating emotional experience. Ben Hayes says she'll try to obtain surveillance video from the store as part of discovery, as well as any employee handbook or instructions that might exist regarding what to do in a situation like this. See, guys, so that's what I'm saying. When you are a wage slave, and when you don't know that you're overslaved and underpaid, and she knew she was being underpaid because she wouldn't complain when that other guy, the young guy, was making $21 an hour. I mean, but I'm sure as a young person, he's going to be doing a lot more hard work than she is at 70. That's a 50-year difference. So why does she think that she deserves the same pay as that young teenager, that young guy? He's 20. I don't know how old he was. 20 years old. Why would you think you deserve the same pay? He's gonna be working 10 times harder than you, unloading the truck, getting carts out of the parking lot, helping customers with heavy items. he's gonna be working 10 times harder than you. He should be making more than you, definitely. I mean, come on, guys. You know that don't make any sense. It's about some age discrimination, and you 50 years older than him, and all you can do is do the register, and this dude lifting 50 bags of mulch and putting it in the back of a customer's truck. She's gonna call him whenever something needs to be done and lifted that's heavy. She's gonna call him to do the work. Lawnmowers, barbecue grills, mulch, soil, anything heavy, anything hard, anything physical. She's gonna call him. But he don't deserve more money. I mean, come on, guys. You know that don't make any sense. But that's what happened, guys. I'm telling you. You have to know your limit. You cannot let these companies overslave you. You're going to be working on a plantation regardless for the most part until you realize that you have choices and options to leave the plantation. Of course, I understand, like I said before, that we are operating in an open prison. We are limited, and when we have our systems and glass ceilings that try to hold us down, but it can't hold down our mind. It can't hold down our knowledge. It can't hold down our freedom to think. And once you know, as a thinker, once you know that you're being abused and misused and overslaved and overworked and underpaid, then you have some choices that you have to make as you move on through your life. You have some choices that you can make, right? And you gotta, once you have the vision, you gotta build the life that you think that you need or you want, you deserve. You don't have to continue to stay on the plantation. Okay, guys. So that's it for this video, guys. Guys, remember to keep your house clean, keep your car clean, keep your mind clean, keep your body clean, keep your diet clean, guys. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poison that's in the food supply. Guys, you are being poisoned. You're being micro poisoned every day, and since you're operating in your lower self, you unconsciously also poison your children and your pets. Okay, guys. Until next time, guys. I'm Countryman 777, and I'm signing off. Peace.